Hi guys, let's look at 3 ways to remove a background in Affinity version 3.1, the 2026 beginner series. This is Affinity by Canva, just so there's no mistake. Let's look at type 1, a smart brush in the pixel persona. Now all of this will be in pixel persona. Now there's my little dog Dougie, and he's just waiting to be isolated from his background where he's very comfortable, thank you very much. Now the first image I will use is a photo of Dougie. Lots of people ask about removing backgrounds from shots of people, often with complex edges, and the dog is just as hard and a lot hairier. So this is the same complex edges. Let's make a start. Select the image and make a copy. Paste it as a new layer, or just duplicate the layer that it's on. You probably don't want to directly edit your original photo. Rasterize the new layer, making it a pixel layer. Deselect the original. Now remember, even on an iPad, you need to make the image as big as you're going to use it. Once you rasterize an image, it locks the resolution in place, so you can't enlarge it afterwards without losing resolution. Once you have your size set, then rasterize the copy. Now we're ready. So that was a bit of fiddling around to start with, but you're probably already aware of all that, so let's just carry on. We're going to use the selection brush tool here. Top left side on the toolbar. Now select the smart brush, snap to edges and set soft edges, those two options up in the toolbar. Use a small brush in the context toolbar and zoom in so you can clearly see your selected area. I've set mine to 110 pixels, but you will need to go down to at least 50 pixels if you want some fine control over it. Zoom in and begin selecting the outline around your subject. Quick strokes are best for this type of image. Carefully select the edges. Carefully work on your image. You won't get all the hair in this case, but it's close. Next, select Refine. Carefully work on your image. You won't get all the hair, but it's close. Click Apply to set it when you're ready. If you want the selected area as a separate layer, set Color Decontamination in the output area, then click Apply. That's probably the best rule, and it gives you a separate layer with just the dog on it in this case. There he is. There's our image. You see it created a new layer just as we wanted. Now you can clean up the image or refine it. There's our Dougie with no background, or not, depending on your destination for the image. You could have easily done this with the AI background removal tool, but where's the fun in that? And as I say, you could have easily done this with the AI background removal tool. One keystroke, the AI option gives you a very clean selection. Job done. Move on. It's that simple in AI. Why people are so rabidly not liking it, I don't know, because it's very handy. Now, type 2, Selected Sample Color. This applies to almost any JPEG or other image with a solid color background, most commonly white, but could be almost anything. White's easy, and that's why we're using it, because this is just a demonstration. Make sure your image is the size you want it to be, then rasterize it. This changes it to a pixel image and locks the resolution. Remember that if you want to enlarge it later, you will run into resolution problems, as it may pixelate if you get it too big. So make it the size you want before you rasterize it. I keep repeating that, don't I? Now select Pixel up in the top toolbar, Pixel Selection, and select Sample Color. Usually this will default to the background, which is white in this case. We are removing the white background. Click inside the background, so just make sure you click on the background because that will select what you're going to remove. The crawling ants should now appear around the vegetables. Only then click apply. Just to repeat, usually this will default to the background, which is white in this case. It's because we're removing the white background. Click inside the background. The crawling ants should now appear around the vegetables. Click apply. Select edit, then cut, and your background should disappear. Tap the escape key to get rid of the lines. So there's your work. No background. Remember to save it. Of course, you can remove the background easily with Canva AI and remove background, but sometimes that's just not the easiest path. This option selects all pixels of the same color, a big difference. Type 3, create a clipping mask. This is an interesting one. Ready for number 3? This is a great way to outline a single image out of a set of patterns. Load your image, enlarge so only the required image shows, and you can see I've got that expanded there, so just the brush and pencil are enlarged. Switch to vector mode. Very easy now in version 3. Just click on the vector mode, select the pen tool and outline your object. I've just used 2 points, but that may be too thick. But for this exercise it's easy to see. This should be one continuous line, not individual lines. Don't do individual lines, just keep joining the lines all the way around the object. Now you can see you have 2 layers, one the image and one the new curve that you've just drawn around the brush and pencil. So now drag the image up into the mask. Magic! All the rest is gone. Let's refine this now. Remove the outline by setting it to 0 line width. There's your object. How nice is that? Some with AI, some without. For example, this last one could be object selection only. For example, stay in Pixel Studio and use object selection. Neat result. Much quicker. You may notice the original layer version is still there but hidden. That's nice, but be careful. This option can remove everything on the canvas as well if you aren't careful. The advantage is you stay in Pixel Studio. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you gained some ideas and insights for creating your own work in Affinity 3.1 2026. Please share the video with friends if you like the idea. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. Thanks for watching.